Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to start the current affairs of 16th June 2022 in English. So first we will discuss some national current affairs news. So the Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnav has launched the new startup for the railway policy. He has launched the startup for the railways. That is an important initiative in the field of innovation. Next is the Union Defence Minister has launched the new scheme that is known as the Agnipath Military Scheme. This Agnipath Military Scheme is mainly to motivate the youth to join the armed forces so that the number of youth, more and more youth will join the armed forces. For that, the Agnipath Military Scheme has been launched, and under this scheme, all the useful efforts will be made to create opportunities for the youth to serve in the armed forces. Next, the Rashtriya Puraskar portal has been launched by the government, in which invites the nomination for numerous awards that is given by the various ministry, departments and agencies. And in this portal, the public will propose the people and organization for the various awards that is given by the Indian government. If any people that propose any other people organization for the various prizes that is given by the Indian government. So for this, the Rashtriya Puraskar portal has been launched. Next is the XPay.life, that is the first blockchain enabled UPI service that is provider in India. XPay.life. The XPay.life, which claims to be the India's first blockchain enabled transaction framework, has launched its UPI services that aims at the rural India. And this XPay.life claimed it is the collaborating closely with the regional rural bank and distinct cooperative bank to assist them bank more efficiently and provide full financial inclusion for the rural population with minimum disturbance. And XPay.life is a fintech startup. Next is the Udaan, that celebrates its 5th anniversary in the year 2022. The Udaan scheme was launched on 21st October 2016 and its full form is Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagarik. The Udaan scheme is a game changer in the aviation business because it allows the average person to commute between the smaller city in minutes rather than hours at a very reasonable cost. Due to Udaan scheme, there are many domestic airlines has been started, and the price for traveling is also reduced due to that. And the main aim of the government that even the average person will travel in the aeroplane under the Udaan scheme. Next is the NESDA report 2021. The full form of NESDA is National E-Governance Service Delivery Assessment Report 2021 was published recently, and the NESDA that covers the services across the 7 sectors, and after this the ranking will be given for all the states and union territory by government. The sector that covers under NESDA is finance sector, labor and employment sector, education sector, local governance and utility services sector, social welfare, environment and tourism sector. These all sectors will be considered for ranking of all the states and union territory. That under the top rankers, the Kerala had the highest overall compliance score amongst all the states and union territory. And among the union territories, it is Jammu and Kashmir assessed the first time in NESDA 2021. It scored highest among the all union territories for the 6th sector. And among the northeast and hill state, Meghalaya and Nagaland are the leading state for northeast. And among the remaining states category, that is Kerala, Odisha, Tamil Nadu, Punjab, Karnataka and Uttar Pradesh are there in the ranking. The first position is in Kerala. Overall, the first position Kerala. Next is the Omni card. It becomes the first RBI licensed PPI, means prepaid payment instrument, to launch the cash withdrawal across all ATM pan India. Omni card is the payment solution provider. It has announced that it became the first RBI licensed PPI, means prepaid payment instrument, to launch cash withdrawal using RuPay powered card from any ATM across the country. And the move that came in after the RBI permitted the non-bank licensed entity to ensure the cash withdrawals from the digital wallet. It means the RBI has permitted that non-bank licensed entities are there that enables the cash withdrawal from their digital wallet. It means the person can withdraw the cash from any ATM through their digital wallets. Next is the Amara Raja to open a green hydrogen fuel outlet for NTPC in Leh. In the Leh Ladakh, the Amara Raja power system will build the country's first green hydrogen fueling station for the National Thermal Power Corporation, that is NTPC. He will build the country's first green hydrogen fueling station for NTPC in the Leh and Ladakh region. Next is the international news. So the Microsoft Internet Explorer retiring after 27th year. The Microsoft has announced that their web browser Internet Explorer will be shut down from the will be completely phased out from the June 15, and the Microsoft has released the first version of Internet Explorer in 1995. It mainly got the competition from Internet Explorer, that is Google Chrome and Safari, Mozilla. These all are browser that are the recent web browser, and the Internet Explorer got the competition from these browser. Next is the Russia overtakes the Saudi Arabia to become India's second biggest oil supplier. The first biggest oil supplier to India is Iraq, and after that in second position, previously it was Saudi Arabia, but now the Russia overtakes the Saudi Arabia to become the India's second biggest oil supplier. And the Russian crude is now available at a deep discount following the war with the Ukraine. They are providing the crude oil at very lesser price to India. Next is the first ever India European Union Security and Defence consultation that is held in Brussels in Belgium. The European Union was founded on 1st November 1993 and its headquarters is located at Brussels. The President of European Union Commission is Ursula von der Leyen and President of European Union Parliament is Roberta Metsola and President of European Council is Charles Michel. Next we will see some important days celebrated. So first will be the World Elder Abuse Awareness Day, that is observed every year on 15th of June, and these days are celebrated mainly to draw the attention to impact of the elder abuse. It also highlights how the abuse is perpetuated and what can be done, that is to combat it. Nowadays this is increases a lot, and this year the theme of World Elder Abuse Awareness Day is combating the elder abuse. Next is the Global Wind Day, that is celebrated every year across the world on 15th of June. And the main purpose of celebrating this day is to increase the public knowledge of wind energy and its usage, and mainly the spread the knowledge among the people the importance of wind power and the importance of wind energy in the life of people and the possibility that it holds to reshape our energy system. For that we are celebrating every year the Global Wind Day, and this year the Global Wind Day 2022 is based on theme Celebrate to enjoy the benefits of wind energy and providing education to the individuals about the power and potential of wind energy to change the world. Now we will discuss some sports related news. So the Neeraj Chopra, the Tokyo Olympic gold medalist, has set a new national record with 89.30 meter in javelin throw. He has set the record of 89.30 meter at the Paavo Nurmi Games that is held in Finland. Earlier the national record was 88.07 meter, which he was set in Patiala in March last year. And at the Tokyo Olympic he has thrown 87.58 meter, has won the gold medal in the individual event, and it was the first ever Olympic gold medal in athletics and only the second time that India won the gold medal in individual event. Previously, the individual gold medal won by the Abhinav Bindra in shooting in 2008 Beijing Olympic. Next is the IWF Youth World Championship that is held at Leon, Mexico. The full form of IWF is International Weightlifting Federation. The International Weightlifting Federation Youth World Championship is going on Leon in Mexico, in which the Indian weightlifter Sanapathy Guru Naidu has won the gold medal in men's 55 kg category event. Next in 2022 Indonesia Master Badminton Tournament that was also known as Daghatu Indonesia Masters that took place on Jakarta in Indonesia, in which the men's single has been won by Victor Axelsen of Denmark and women's single Chen Yufei of China has won the women's single. Next we will see some important and historical events of 16th June. So in 1606 martyrdom of Guru Arjan Dev was the 5th Sikh Guru, and the Mughal Emperor Jahangir has ordered the death sentence to the 5th Guru Arjan Dev on this day. In 1963, Valentina V. Tereshkova, a Soviet cosmonaut, became the first woman to travel into the space. In 2012, 30 people killed and 50 injured after a bus fall into Georgia in Osmanabad, India.